What up, YouTube? I'm back. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a review for this week's episode, but there was a big reveal at the end of the episode, so I needed to talk about it. But first of all, I want to talk about the new intro in Black Clover, because at the beginning of the series, the intro was about the Wizard King that saved the Clover Kingdom, and now the new intro is about the Dark Triad and the war against the Spade Kingdom. So I thought that was pretty interesting and something new, so I like it. At the end of last week's episode, there was a dude that collapsed near the church that Asta and Yuno grew up, and he was calling out Yuno by the name Lord Yuno, so it seems like he was talking about Yuno like he was part of a royal family or something like that, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And I theorized that maybe Yuno is from somewhere where he's royal, so I thought that all of that was pretty interesting, and we're going to continue talking about that later in the review. But I thought that was pretty cool to hear at the end of last week's episode. Obviously, in this week's episode, Asta and the gang came back to the Heart Kingdom and basically talked with the queen about what happened in last week's episode. They defeated some of the Spade Kingdom soldiers in the fortress and also took one of their bases in the town of Talon, I think, and now it's kind of part of the Heart Kingdom and protected by the Heart Kingdom. So I thought that was pretty cool, and the way that they protect that town right now is with a clone of one of the queen's I'm guessing spell or something like that, so I thought all of that was pretty cool. There was also a scene with the women of the group, in a bar talking about who was dating Asta. It was Noel, it was Nero, it was Mimosa, and the queen, and they were talking about who was dating Asta and everything. I wasn't sure if it was that important to the people watching the show, but I guess I talked about it a little bit in my review, so if you cared about it, it's just there in the review right now. But something that was pretty surprising was seeing Charmy for the first time after the time skip, and she changed a lot. Her appearance is different, her character design is different. She's overweight right now, which is kind of funny because she's been eating a lot of food ever since we've met her in the series, and she's never been overweight, so I'm guessing that maybe the properties of the food in the Heart Kingdom makes her take weight or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I thought all of that was pretty funny, man. There was a whole fight with Asta to stop Charmy from eating so much, so all of that scene, all of that fight was pretty funny. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't sure if I was gonna do a review, because it was kind of fillerish to me. But because of what happened at the end of the episode with Yuno, it was too important to not do a review. Obviously, right now it seems like Yuno is the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, which is pretty interesting. I'm not really sure if he was the last time that before the time skip and everything like that, so that's pretty cool. We also learned that the guy that was calling Lord Yuno was from the Spade Kingdom, and while he was talking with Yuno at the end of the episode, he said that he looks a lot like Lord Ciel, and Ciel in French means sky, so I thought that was pretty interesting. But he said that he looks like Lord Ciel and that he's from the Spade Kingdom, and then he said that Yuno is from the house of Green Barrel or something like that, and that he's the prince of the Spade Kingdom, because before the Dark Triad it was the house of Green Barrel that were reigning over the Spade Kingdom, and it was a peaceful kingdom, and then the Dark Triad arrived and took the power from the house of Ginburial, and Yuno is part of that house, and it seems like he was the prince. So yeah, man, that was a big ass reveal because we didn't know where Yuno was from. We still don't know where Asta is from, so I'm guessing that maybe they sent Yuno away because of the Dark Triad so that they could protect him, and that's why he wasn't in the Spade Kingdom anymore, and that they sent him to basically the Clover Kingdom. So I thought all of that was a pretty cool story. I still want to know where is Asta from, because we still don't know nothing about that. So I just can't wait to know more. But it was probably the biggest reveal of the series so far, because we've met them since they were little kids, and we finally know where Yuno is from. But yeah, man, let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below. Let me know what you think is gonna happen next. I thought it was an okay episode, except for the reveal at the end of the episode that was amazing. But the episode overall was okay. I can't wait for next week's episode. Hopefully it picks back up, from what happened last week. But yeah, man, I do Black Clover reviews every Tuesday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like the Promised Neverland reviews on Wednesdays, the Dr. Stone reviews also I think on Wednesdays, and then I do Jujutsu Kaisen reviews on Fridays, One Piece reviews on Saturdays, and Boruto Naruto Next Generation reviews on Sunday morning, plus Attack on Titan the final season reviews on Sundays too. So stay tuned for all of that. There's a lot of things going on my channel right now. Follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram, and like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot, man. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Anime Specialist out. Peace.